I'll talk to Jim here real fast, and we'll get to Mike Ferguson. Jim, good morning. Welcome to Home in the Morning.
Hey, Jim.
Yes, sir. Oh,
It sound like we just lost him.
Oh, shoot. Jim, did we lose you? It sound like
Hello?
Is he there? Jim, are you there?
Oh, I was just saying I love it whenever you fill in for Jamie.
Thank
do a
you.
great job.
Thank you. Hey, what you got? Go ahead.
Man, last night I flipped out. Channel 11, I had a recording, and Channel 11 had a little piece on front of my recording, and it said, since Trump has pushed back the EPA standards that Obama set in place, now St. Louis is the most polluted city in Missouri. Now, the dishonest part about this was when they showed the first little clip, they showed of St. Louis, nice, clear. Then the whole time that they was explaining the EPA standards and what it's gone up and what's gone down and all of this, they had a Asian city that looked like somewhere in China. They had street signs that were in
Chinese,
Oriental, and it was all foggy and looked, really disgusting. And I'm like, how dishonest can you be?
Absolutely, Jim. Hashtag fake news. There you go.
Yes. I said some words on Facebook to some of my friends that wasn't very nice, telling them exactly what Channel 11 does. No wonder I don't watch them.
Yeah, you need to watch.
They are so dishonest.
Yeah, just watch the Allman Report. Yeah, just watch the Allman Report, Jim. ABC 30.
Yep.
Thank you, my friend. Good to talk to you. Hey, we're joined now in studio by the aforementioned Mike Ferguson. Good morning, Mike. Welcome.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, good to see you. So, Mike, the first thing we have to set up and make sure about, now that you're over here in St. Louis, you can't cheer for that minor league ball team anymore.
That was a debate. My daughter and I had this because I put it out on like Twitter and stuff. I said, okay, is it legal to cheer for both the Royals and the Cardinals? And I was told resoundingly no. And so I made my case for. I'm like, wait a minute. They're in different leagues. I've been cheering for both for forever, and so basically I got, I'm leaving Kansas City and I'm coming here. I'm here in St. Louis now, and everybody's like, nope. Hey, you got to pick one, and it's kind of funny because my dad is a Cardinals fan. He's from Columbia.
Oh, okay.
But it's not as bad now as it was when I was growing up. I was a preacher's kid, so for a little while we lived in the middle of Illinois, right in the Decatur area.
Okay.
My mom grew up in Chicago, so. My folks are a mixed marriage. My mom grew up a Cubs fan, and my dad's a Cardinals fan. And
wow!
We lived like right on the border where I think back then the Cards were on KPLR back in the day. I want to say I think it was KPLR, and of course WGN from Chicago.
Yes.
We got them both, so I got to watch both growing up, and I just kind of stayed out of it. I'm like, okay, wherever Mike Schmidt is, that's who I'm cheering for.
That's worse than a Republican and Democrat.
I mean,
there are things that unite, there are things that divide. It's like e pluribus unum. Baseball.
That's right. So Mike is an old radio guy, and Mike. I think you first interviewed me. Back when you were at the Eagle in Columbia.
That's right.
Yeah, you were doing the afternoon show.
Yeah, I was the afternoon drive guy there, and then of course now I do the Missouri Viewpoints, which airs in the mornings here.
Yes.
I just recently left basically the equivalent station in St. Louis to what 97.1 is, KCMO Talk Radio, and I was the afternoon drive guy there. And
sure.
I've probably interviewed you dozens of times,
countless times, yes,
almost as many times as we've hit Bar Louie to go get dinner and stuff like that too. But no, it's great because when you talk about the stuff that's going on, you just want to cut through the nonsense,
and get right to it,
right to what it means, and why do people care? And if something's stupid, say it's stupid.
And we've slowly dragged you over here to St. Louis, right. And we've indoctrinated you, and with our good friends Howard Wall and Rachel Duchan out over at the Hammond Institute at Lindenwood.
I've gotten to know Rachel very well.
Yes, you have, and we'll talk about that later. We got lots of dirt on that, and now you we're going to see a lot more of you and hear a lot more of you because you are now one of the newest members of the Show Me Institute.
I am. Yeah, I'm the communications director representing the Show Me Institute. So I run their public relations and media relations and like public education wing, and I'm just loving it so far.
So all around media and comms guy. So we're great to have you here, and so you've been at Show Me for what, like 5 minutes?
3 weeks, yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks. And the funny part is I was supposed to split my time between Kansas City and St. Louis for these few weeks while my daughter is about to graduate high school. And I just end up more time in St. Louis, more time in St. Louis, more time in St. Louis.
Absolutely.
So at this point, I am, because I've been doing business in St. Louis forever, so I know St. Louis really well. But at this point, I'm not visiting St. Louis to work. I'm in St. Louis. I'm visiting Kansas City to wrap up the stuff out there.
Well, very good. We're very happy to have you here, and you're going to fill in for Jamie on Friday, and so you'll be back here at the Big Mike here. So
don't worry, the hazing process isn't too bad.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. So we're gonna, Mike. I'm gonna hold you over to the next break. We're gonna. You're at Show Me now, so we're gonna. Show Me does lots of heavy policy, but they always break it down and explain it, and like you said, in direct, understandable ways. We're gonna talk a little bit about Trinity Lutheran.
Oh yeah.
The big Supreme Court case that is being argued today before the U.S. Supreme Court that came from Missouri. And we're going to talk to people about St. Louis City's tax rate, how exorbitant it has become to the point where it is higher than one of the major metropolitan cities in this country. And we'll tell people about that as well.
Allman in the morning.
Tim Jones in for Jamie Allen. We got Mike Ferguson in studio from the Show Me Institute. We'll talk with Mike about Trinity Lutheran and what St. Louis City can do to really create an environment for jobs and a growing economy. All that and more when we come back. Tim Jones in for Jamie Allman here at FM News Talk 97.1.